We're testing. Beep, beep. Don't can you I can't tell you to myself if y'all can hear me. Don't can you I can't tell you to myself if y'all can okay, y'all can never mind. Never mind, I'm silly. Hello. Okay. Okay, alright. I totally forgot what I was gonna do. I not completely forgot. Y'all gotta be real patient with me. I never did this before. Also, it's like 8 o'clock at night. I can't be loud. Don't worry about none. Don't worry about none. you think I am being silly, don't worry about it. Do not worry about me being silly. Oh, you motherfucker. I just saw. Hey. Take my time measuring stuff out. I come back, and the only chat I get is your mom. I don't. I don't like how the chat window for OBS is like connected to the rest of OBS. So I can't just have like the chat up in a corner or something. Hello. So stinky. I wanna be able to look at chat without having to lower my fire alpaca window. But I can't, because it's just silly. I don't know how to fix that. settings. You know, I probably could do that. I could probably pull it up on my phone. Actually, I wanna look through the settings. I'm looking through the settings right now. I'm just gonna see if I can do anything about it. But if I can't, I'll grab my phone. Okay, that's just silly. That's such a silly little thing. There's absolutely no setting that, unless I'm stupid and I'm missing it, there's like no way to keep up the chat. It's silly. Alright. Give me a second, chat. I'm gonna go pick up my phone. Well, I'm glad to hear that the stream works. Which is all I could hope for, really. I was gonna wait until I got, like, a more decent computer before I tried OBS, but I caved. I caved this morning. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, weird. Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I gotta mute the stream on my phone, because otherwise it'll just overplay and it'll sound stupid. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can it's not gonna fit down. Some shit. Perfect. Cool, I got my phone lined up right next to my computer screen. I can see chat. Hi chat, there's exactly one of you. And also the stream delay is like 20 seconds. I think that's normal. That's totally normal. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so yeah, that's me. That's me. Alright, I'm gonna minimize that now. Okay. Welcome to the stream. Exactly 2 people. Hello. We're doing our stream. Yay. I don't know why anti-aliasing was on. It's weird. I don't usually have that on. But we're gonna drawing time. Yay! We're gonna do some of my Minesona sprites because I said this in the group chat and I'll say it again. I am a lazy bitch and I need peer pressure in order to finish things that I start. I do have work tomorrow, so I'm probably gonna stop at like 12, if anything. If I don't stop within like the next 2 hours, I don't think I'm gonna make it to 12. I think I'm gonna get too much back pain from that. Speaking of, actually, hang on, give me a second. I was told somewhere a while ago that if I put a pillow on the back of my chair, that it'll reduce my back pain, which would be great. But that was like months ago, and I completely kept forgetting to do it. So I just remembered it as I was saying that. So now we have my pillow. Not the most comfortable thing, and also I lean forward. I have like the worst gaming position possible, and my art tablet does not help. But we're reducing back pain with this one. Probably, hopefully. But anyway, I have a video that I'm trying to edit together, and I need this little boy to have more than 2 expressions. Because I have... Which one is it that's on right now? It's this one? We have that one, and then we have... Not that one, this one. You lean forward and won't do anything. Jesus Christ. Also, don't... If my mic is shitty, it always is. Because my mic is attached to my headset, and my headset was $50. So when I blow into it, it sounds like a thunderstorm's happening outside, which would make total sense because we're in down south Louisiana. there might just be a hurricane outside. Who knows? There always can be. There's not, but there could be. But I need more than 2 expressions for this man. Could sound worse. I have a video saved in my watch later, and it's a video detailing how to make your mic sound worse on purpose. There's a reason it's on my watch later. Because I think that would be extremely hilarious if I knew how to do that. But I'm just a lazy bitch. It's a 4-minute long video, and I'm just a lazy bitch. I also really like that when I blow into it, it sounds like that. Because I can just go... I go on, like, Roblox debate games where they have, like, voice chat only, and in the middle of my debate, I'm just, like, I blow into my mic really hard, and then I'm like, oh, sorry, guys, that's the hurricane outside my house. Because there's a bit of a storm going outside my house, and all you hear is constantly. And then the best part is, whenever I want to leave the game, I'm just like, oh, hang on, I think it's coming right from... And then I leave. It's not very convincing, but I like to think that someone in that audience thinks that I was just, like, swept away in a tornado or hurricane, whatever happens down here. Everything happens down here. It's the south of Louisiana. So hello to the 3 people in my chat. We're drawing today. Tonight. It's 8:52. I have some sketches for... Hang on, I'm gonna turn this off again. I have some sketches for Angry, but I don't know why I made these, because at no point in the video I'm editing do I use these. Like, I'm sure future videos would. I'm sure there will be a future video where I have like little angry sprite right here. But in the video I'm making specifically, at no point do I use this expression. But this is like the first set that I made. And it's totally useless, so I don't have to do them right now. I'll do them later, but not now. But right now I just need to work on like more neutral and happy expressions, because that's what we need to do. So, and also don't worry about how I label my folders or my layers. It's a funny expression. It's great. I do like the very mad expression. I like this one because the rest of them are on like the same page. Like you can see with these two, they're in the exact same position. But for the really angry one, I kind of like lowered him down a little bit. It's like he's kind of like hunched over, throwing up hands, because why not? I do think they look very nice. These are probably going to be my favorites when they're done. They're my favorites now, and they're just sketches. But I need more happy and neutrals. So that's what we're going to do today. That's what we're going to do. And what I'm going to do. Sorry, I keep breathing into the mic. I talk for too long, and then I forget I need to breathe. Don't worry about it. So I'm going to do Control C, Control V. So I'm going to make that visible. And then we're just going to use... We're just going to change up the sketch a little bit. And then we're gonna or then we're just gonna draw over it. What I did for these two was that I just like selected you can go select like, oh no, not select, layer. Okay, what was it? I suddenly cannot think of it. Oh, okay, here it is. It's not selected because I'm silly, but you can go over here and then just hit like a select layer from opacity, and if you have anti-aliasing off, which I do because I like it, I think it's cool, it'll select every part that you want to copy, and then you just like, you take that, selected that, and you go to this, and then you like take whatever color you want, and then you do me, whatever you want to do, doesn't matter, and then you deselect it, and then you, that's not it. And see, it's, I did it very wildly, so it looks stupid. But you can see what I'm getting at here. It's like the thingy bob. So we're gonna undo all that because that's silly. But I'm just gonna take the sketch, I'm gonna edit it a little bit, and then we're just gonna like copy and paste some of the thingamabobber from the thingamajig. I am a great at explaining things. I'm great at it. I love explaining things. Also, if you would have noticed, I have also disabled the pressure on my fucking pen tool. So it's a straight line now. There's no like clipping, because if I want to fade in or fade out, I can just grab this one. But I did keep the pressure sensitivity on my eraser, just because I think that makes it like a little easier to like get some lines that are like in between other ones that I don't want to erase, just to get those little tricky spots. If I need to lower the brush size, I will, but it just makes it a little easier just so there's a case that like I don't have to. It's easier on my eraser, but I think it just looks better on my pen if I remove the pressure. I've mostly already removed the pressure from my tablet, from my drawing tablet. So like, you can tell it like barely does that with the eraser anyway. Hang on. Yeah, you can see it like. Okay, I'm gonna lower this, but you can see it barely has like any kind of like sharpness to it anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But I like my rounded off edges. I'm not a big fan of like the sharp lines. And I wish I knew that a year ago when I first got this tablet, but I didn't. So, whatever, we know it now. And it's a good thing I know it now because I've been lazing around on these sprites for months, and I figured this out like 2 weeks ago. Somewhere around 2 weeks ago. So anyway, we're just as you can see, as you can tell by the anti-aliasing that is on the sketch, which I'm gonna keep just to be consistent. I'm gonna turn it back on. But like future sketches, I'm probably gonna leave it off. But anyway, so what we're gonna do here. We're gonna chop off his hand real quick, just because we need to place it somewhere else. Or I might. Actually, what I'm gonna do on the sketch, just to make things easier for myself. I have no idea what anti-aliasing is or it does. Okay, so I have anti-aliasing on right now. I'm gonna try my best to explain this. If it doesn't make any sense, don't worry about it. But if you see when I draw a line right here, you see like the edges are kind of like blurred. Like there's like some lightness over here. It's just like slightly blurred. It's so like angles aren't so rough, and like it's just to like make your angles not so rough. So if I turn anti-aliasing off, you can clearly like count the pixels. You can see them, very obvious. The problem I have with aliasing is not like really the fact that it does this. I don't think that looks bad, but it's when you go to erase it that pisses me off, because like, watch this. Turn anti-aliasing on, I go to erase it, it like gets rid of the faded part. And it kind of replaces it with like its own little fade. But like, if you're to look at this sketch, yeah, there's some parts that are like, you can barely see it. There's some parts that like need some cleanup, but if I go to clean it up, like if I go to clean up this part, I could try to like do this, and then come over here and run it over with the pencil thing, but it just doesn't work, because the anti-aliasing like makes the blurred edges fuse with the other blurred edges, and so it makes it look darker, and so it looks silly. And there's also like the bit of jankiness that you can't really fix, because that makes it look silly too. At least in my opinion, like it looks obvious, right? It looks obvious that it's not pixel perfect. So, but when I turn it on and I can see the pixels, suddenly it's pixel perfect, and every edge is, so I can like count the pixels and see like which ones need to go and which ones can stay. It's like, I'd need to like actually make a sketch with without anti-aliasing to show the full effect. But you get what I mean. Like I can shape this like triangle shape, right? And it doesn't look bad. Turn it off. Try to do it with this. I'm gonna try to make it look at least halfway decent, so I'm not like nice. But like, see, it's obvious that you like clipped it. It's obvious that wasn't like there before. But with the aliasing, it's like obvious to tell. I think at any point, if you just back up and squint your eyes, it doesn't look obvious. But like, if you look real close, which I do all the time, because I'm a silly little artist, you can tell. And I don't like that you can tell, so I like it off. But because I did these sketches before and they're already anti-aliased, I'm just gonna leave them like that, just for the consistency's sake. And it's just the sketch, it's not the actual thing, so I'm not that bothered by it. But don't worry about me, I'm just a silly goober. But what we're gonna do, just for simplicity's sake, we're just gonna bring this up here. And like, okay, yeah, here's a part where like no anti-aliasing would shine here, because I could just fill in this part and it would look fine if I just like fixed up the pixels and whatnot. But if you try and go pixel perfect with anti-aliasing, it just kind of like overlaps and it looks silly. I don't mind that here because it's the sketch, but like when you get like into the actual line art, I hate it. I'm just gonna get rid of that. I'm just gonna bring the shoulder up a little bit. I kind of want to make him look like he's shrugging. Just kind of like a gotcha. See. I will never understand how people deal with anti-aliasing. That shit makes me mad. But anyway, I kind of want him to have like. Want to make him look like he's shrugging a little bit. It's kind of like a whatever type stance. We're just gonna redo that line, because why not? Oh, and also these sketches were made before I took off the pressure sensitivity on my brush, so these lines look thicker, I'm realizing. But that's okay. Again, it's the sketch, it's fine. It'll work. Yeah, that looks fine. I just want to redo that line. Actually, it's gonna somewhere like here. Start it right here. Yeah, that looks fine. And then this one, we're just gonna do the easy route again. Oh, damn it. It's fine, see? Okay. If you hear, I don't know if you can hear it, but if you hear something banging against metal, that is my pen. I'm like halfway under my desk, and so my drawing pen keeps hitting like the metal bar that holds up my desk. It just does that sometimes, it's fine. Okay, did I accidentally undo it? I just didn't even move it. There. We're just gonna have a little bit. There we go. And then we're just gonna have like a little. No, let's do it. There we go. That looks mostly fine. It's fine. Thingamabobber. Also, sometimes I will just like go off the rails and do some weird stuff. Because sometimes I focus on one line and then I completely forget what I'm doing. And then I just like do some crap like this. Don't worry about that. I'm totally sane and fine. And healthy. Mentally. I'm just also silly. I totally forgot what I was doing. Imagine getting stuck on one thing and then I just completely forgot everything. Okay, alright. Just gonna change his face a little. Taking out his eyeballs. He's seen enough. He's seen enough. gotta make sure my phone's battery doesn't die either. What are we on? Will it tell me what I'm on? No, okay. Okay, we're on 97. We're fine. We're good. No. Chill. He's so smug. He's so smug. Just look at him. Perfectly smug. I will admit, I just remembered the only bad part about anti-aliasing, or having it off, having no anti-aliasing, is that sometimes if you go to like transform it, if I take this little part, then I move it somewhere. Okay, so okay, it didn't do it that time. Okay, it doesn't do it when you move it, but if I like stretch it out a little bit, it kind of like gets a little pixely. So small. It'll get like a little slightly illest and it won't look that great. So that's the only like unfortunate part to it. But we can deal with that. You just don't stretch out line art, which you don't really do anyway. So it works. It's fine. Yeah, he looks perfect. Look at him. Alright. So now that that's fine, we're gonna... First thing we're gonna do... Okay, we're gonna get rid of this real quick. We're gonna take this, I'm gonna open this up, we're gonna go to this one, the line art layer. We're gonna straight send it. We're gonna opacity, we're gonna do all that. We're gonna turn our brush up to like 400 so we can... Okay, actually wait, totally forgot what I was doing. What we're gonna do that. Copy paste it. I don't know. Is it because I turned down the... Okay, yeah, it's because I turned down the opacity. It wants to know. No, it's being stupid. It's being a bit... Oh, no, it's because... Sometimes I forget that I make things invisible, and Vira Alpaca doesn't like it when you try and draw on hidden frames. So if I have this invisible, it won't do anything. That's why it was being silly. Okay. So we're gonna do that part just really quickly. We'll put it back later. What we're gonna do is we're gonna... Okay, we're actually just gonna make that whole thing invisible. We're just gonna get like... We're gonna do the whole thing. We're gonna erase... Let's see, I'm very tired. That's cool. That's fine. Go whenever you want. It's fine. This is just my test stream. This is just to make sure everything works, and it's clearly working. So I don't need you anymore. Get out. No, I'm kidding. I'm just gonna get rid of this bit. Get rid of this bit. Other bits, we're gonna get rid of this. Wow. Get out! Oh shit. See, welcome to my first part about why I like anti-aliasing, because I can just take a deep look at what I'm doing, and boom, there you go, perfect, perfectly. I'm gonna just go a couple pixels. There we go, perfect. this, we can, yeah, see, that pixel perfect. Now I can just resource the guys, perfect. Done, boom, no need for aliasing, or no need for anti-aliasing. I love aliasing, aliasing's my homeboy. Alright, perfect. Actually, no, not perfect. I need to get rid of this part, at least. We can erase the rest of this when we get to it. Now chat, here's a strat that they don't show you in art class. Deselect all this. And to make sure that we erase the necessary parts, I don't usually do this because, again, I'm a lazy bitch, but I know this trick, and because I know this trick, I want to show it to people. So, what we're gonna make a cheeky new layer, and then we're gonna do, oh, that's on 50,000. We're gonna make a cheeky new layer, and then we're gonna do this bit. I draw all my stuff on computer on hand. I know some people use like pen tools to make their lines cleaner. I don't do that because, once again, I'm a lazy bitch. And then, now that we have our little thingamabobber, perfect erasure. We don't have to worry about getting lighter lines we don't want. We just boom, done. Easy. Easy. And then when we're done, we just merge it down. That's fine. It's cool. Just to make it look cleaner. Then we can do our little thingamabobber. So true, easy. See, I know the strat. Your boy knows the strat. And aliasing, we can just get up close and personal to the edges, and it's fine. Then we want to round out something, it's fine. Look at that, perfect, perfectly rounded, perfect. My eraser's still 115. Let's see, perfect. Get rid of that. You can just get rid of like singular pixels, and it's so cool. I love it. Oh boy. Put this a little more sideways than I wanted, but that's fine. It's fine. Looking good, looking solid. Fine enough, we're good. Sometimes you just gotta do a line and be like, good enough. You know, I thought that my computer was gonna like not be able to handle OBS or any type of recording system. But you know what? With a minimum stream delay, and it looks like it's 60 FPS. I can't really tell. Hang on, let me get a close look real quick. Is it on 1080p? It's up to 720. You know what? That's good enough. At least on my phone, anyway. It might be higher in some other places. Turn down to 240. So I'm not really looking at my screen on my phone. I'm looking at chat, and chat is always 1080p, so it doesn't matter what the quality of my video is. And also my phone battery sucks. You're just running a drawing program, so it's probably not too bad. Yeah, you're right. I feel like if I tried to open up Minecraft, it would probably give some issues. But you know what? This computer is running on Windows 10. That's how old it is. So, well, actually, that's a lie. That's a lie. It's on Windows 10, but it could upgrade to Windows 11. I just don't want it to. It keeps asking me like, hey, you wanna update? You gonna update to Windows 11? And I'm like, yeah, sure. No. And it gives me a little checkbox. I'm like, yeah, sure. And then I click no. We are vibing. See, we're vibing. Windows 11 is cringe. You know, funny thing is, I don't exactly know why Windows 11 is bad, but I've been advised against it so many times. I'm just like, I'll listen to the experts. Because I hate technical things. Too creative of a brain to understand why Windows 11 bad, but smart enough to understand that Windows 11 is bad. So I'm keeping it to Windows 10. There's like, I got a pop-up recently that was even like, they're gonna stop support for Windows 10 on October something 2025, and I'm like, that's a year from now. I'll have a totally different computer. I'll be fine. Yes, yeah, fair enough. Like, all the tech experts in my house don't like Windows 11, so who am I to judge? How do I know the tech experts in my house are reliable? Because my brother uses DuckDuckGo, and so does my dad. I don't, but that's because I'm a lazy bitch. I need to set it up as my default browser sometime. He looks silly, he looks a little. He doesn't really look that silly. Oh, there we go. There we go. Perfect, look at him. Beautiful. Also, top art tip of all time. Every, like, at least 5 minutes, make sure you're on the same layer. It has taken me far too long to learn that sometimes I will just be on the wrong layer, and I would have drawn like half the drawing, and then I realize I'm on the wrong layer. And that shit sucks. That's painful. There's no better pain than being like halfway through a drawing and realize you just put the line art on the sketch layer. And it always, I don't know if it's just me, but it always seems to happen when you've like done a really good line art, or like a really good anything, and then you realize that you did it on the wrong fucking layer. I cry every time. So like just periodically, you know. Doesn't have to be every 5 seconds, but like, 5 minutes. It's so sad. Yeah, I know. You see? We get it. We get it. Ooh. Look at him. Perfect. My perfect boy. He looks perfect. Alright, so coloring time. Which I can put up my pen for because I just need my I just need my mouse for it. So what I got here, on this little side here, I have only 2 of these. When I realized I only had 16, I was like, I gotta limit my shit. So this is all the sketch colors for like Minecraft YouTubers and such. But when I first got Fire Alpaca, I made the color sheet for my persona, because why not? Why wouldn't I? So you have the sketch color right here, and then like his hair. You can just do that, perfect. Oh, that's another thing I just realized. You gotta make another layer for the color. You can also just do that. That's another thing with turning anti-aliasing off. If you have a little corner that needs some color, you can just use the fill tool, and it works perfectly fine, even if there's only like a 1 pixel. Like this is like a 2 pixel diagonal gap. I don't know why I'm speaking in parkour, but like if you just need to fill in this gap, you can just zoom in. You just hit it like that. Perfect. I mean, you gotta remember they're there, but you don't have to like switch to your brush and then make sure it doesn't go outside the line or anything, because otherwise this will like bleed out into the rest of the drawing. No, you don't have to worry about that. Perfectly fine. And good. You get Dana, his little coat. Also, I know some people will like make a separate layer for every different color. I do not do that because I'm a lazy bitch. Also because I don't need to do that. Not really. My little guy's too simple. But if I ever really needed to, I could just use the magic wand tool and like select all of it, because anti-aliasing, or not, fuck, turning off anti-aliasing. This makes it perfect. Right, and then we just, boom, just to make sure. And there we go, there we have it. And then we can go on here, we can do little eye sparklies. One thing I like doing about little eye sparklies is that I make them different for every character I do. Like they all have different shapes of eye sparkly. Hang on, I gotta remember which way I do this. And of course, Minesona would have like little star sparklies because of Nether Star lore and whatever. I don't care to explain that on the stream. But eye sparklies. And that is, yeah, that's it. We can look, yeah, we don't really need that many layers. Usually, okay, because his eyes are closed here, I don't have to like do his eye colors or anything. We can do that on like the next one. But now we can take this folder, Control C. We make a new file that's in, with that, yeah, it's in this, because this is the YouTube format. And then we Control C, Control V, clipboard multiple layers, and there he is. Make sure we have everything looks good. Get my little boy, and then we can file save. Y'all aren't gonna see my files. I'm not gonna leak them that easy. But I can do. There we go. Perfect. And then we turn it to transparent because it's the sprite. It takes a little bit because I put this on my flash drive. And there we go, perfect. We have another little boy. Just another little silly guy. And OBS has not crashed. It is still working and functioning as it should. Hooray! We are so in. Alright, so now that we have that done, we can hide that. And we can move on to the next part. What I can do for this one. First, just making sure that it's all visible first. Wrong one. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Also, just to make sure, just gonna make sure I don't have like any angry spikes that look a little too close to this. There we go. Perfect. Okay. We're so rock. We're so rock. I don't know what like a second neutral sprite would look like. Kind of like. I'm trying to picture it in my head. It's not going very well. I need to keep my stream entertained. Okay, yeah, I'm totally blanking on an idea for like another. You know what? We don't have to do all that. We do not have to do all that. We can close that off into the vacuum of space and we can make another one. Hey, V! Let's go! Welcome in, welcome in. I'm making sprites because I'm a lazy bitch. I've explained this to chat like 20 times. I'm gonna say it again. I'm a lazy bitch, and I need peer pressure to do regular things. Ew. So I made this little guy. We already have this little guy and this little guy. And today, whoopsies. Today we made this little guy. So we're just doing normal things. And also like testing and making sure my recording software is working. No, not my boy. No, stop taking my things. Stop taking my little boys. Come on. That sounded horrible, actually. Let me not say that. Stop. Do not take him. Look at his little face and tell me you would take him. Take him from me. How could you take this little boy from me? Smug bitch. Yeah, we could just do another. How dare you? How dare you? That's so mean. Okay, you run out of breath really easily from pretending to be out of breath. I need a better lung capacity. I need to upgrade my lung storage. I have too many words and too little lungs. Well, actually, I sure hope I'd have 2 lungs, but, like, not my point. Yeah, you know, we're just gonna make a... We're just gonna make another happy expression, why not? I already have one in mind. Just see Control V this shit. Of course we are. Skill issue, okay. Okay. I'm leaving. I'm just straight leaving. No, I'm not. I ain't going nowhere. Am I wrong? I'm gonna that's it. I'm hiring Mr. Beast's legal team. We're gonna get his legal team on this because they know how to bullshit their way through a case. If there's anyone who needs cheap headphones. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm gonna hire Mr. Beast's legal team. Because if there's anyone who knows how to bullshit, it's gonna be his legal team. We're gonna have to lie our way through court. Don't tell them. Don't tell them that we're lying through court. I've already pissed off the lawyers. I don't think anyone's gonna be my lawyer now. I'm just gonna straight be. Why? Because I'm taking you to court. Because it's not slander. Because it's true. But also, if I could convince people that it's not true, then things will happen. Things will go down in that court. You ever saw the one video of the dude who, like, jumped on a judge from, like, over the fucking, podium? That'll be me. That's gonna be me. The one that people were making memes like the Foxy jump scare. What do you mean, court? You know what I mean, court. I don't know how international court would work. I don't know. Do you guys? My dumbass was about to ask if y'all have courts in Britain. Of course y'all have courts in Britain. I'm stupid. I'm gonna take you to an American court. They're not gonna side with either of us. They're gonna hate both of us equally. It will be fair. I don't know what kind of preferences they'd have in a UK court, but over here in the USA, in the US of A, I don't know what they give me if it's against you. Is American court even fair? No, not really. I mean, like, no, just not really. I couldn't get into the semantics of it because I think I'd get banned off of the platform. But no, it's not. Not really. Sometimes. Because of legal stuff, sometimes it is. But most of the time, no, not really. Rip. Yep. It's case by case, which means it's not fair because it's Please don't get back. I'm not. You can say almost whatever you want on YouTube, so it's fine. I mean, unless you say something bad about Mr. Beast or Sniper Wolf, then the YouTube comes around. I haven't been drawing since I've been talking. Less talk, more art. Well, no, just more art. Just more art. No, I'll be fine. Actually, no, I only have like 3 viewers maximum. YouTube wouldn't give a dug dim a damn what I say. I have 3 viewers max. It's hard to draw and talk. That's so real. So real for that. Okay, I'm gonna do the mouth later. I'm thinking so we're gonna have him like. It's gonna look a little angry from here, but don't push. Yeah. Words of encouragement. He's gonna look a little angry here, but we need to trust the process. If we have him like this, and then I move his little gaze downward. This is a threat. Well, I have work tomorrow morning, so when I end this, I'm probably just gonna go straight to bed. But you know, I will check Discord. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll check Discord, but if I remember, I'm probably not going to. It's the main drawback. I'm probably not going to. But if I remember, I will. What I'm gonna do? He look a little angry, but he's smiling because he's looking down. This one. Not big on the mouth here. Fair, yeah. I need to check Discord more often. That's the issue. I'm like, I gotta mute Discord, because otherwise it's just gonna be bloop, 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 like 24/7. Probably just send this stuff on to say either way. Yeah. Good play, good play. But no, it's every time, like, I gotta keep Discord muted, because otherwise it's just gonna be the notification sound, like, over and over again on my tablet, and I'm not gonna get any peace and quiet. I'm gonna be infuriated. You put it on Do Not Disturb. I do. That's what I have it on. The problem with that is that means I just have to check Discord regularly, which I fail to do because I'm silly. But no, almost, I swear, every time I'm like, oh, I should probably check Discord, I'm like at work. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to check it when I get home. And then I get home, and then I don't check it because I've completely forgotten. his hands are and the rest of them. Hang on. Just looking at something real quick. Don't worry about me. Yeah, it's about the same size. Slightly. You can note of it when you remember. I might try that. If I remember to make the goddamn note, I will try that. Promise. See, the real killer here is just the ADHD. That's just the issue. I'm like, oh, I should do something, and then I go do something else because I need to do that something else first, and then I completely forget what I was doing before that. I might even be like, oh man, oh yeah, right, I should just make a note. Be like, oh, I gotta check Discord. Let me make a note of that, and then like I immediately get pulled away by something else, and I never remembered. Yeah, notes really help. They really do. It's just you also have to remember to make the note. I will definitely make the note. I will try to make the note. Makes sense. Yeah, see, you get it. It's just poor decision making, as per usual. Probably gonna have him like holding a little piece of paper or something. I kinda want him to hold something here. I just don't know what. Kinda like his little paper. Oh, look at him. Look at him in his little piece of paper. Just gonna get rid of all this. Not gonna make it perfect because it's the sketch. If you do it as soon as you remember, make a habit. That, yeah. There's always been some things where I've been like, man, I should make a habit out of this, and I don't. Because making habits, what's he supposed to do? I guess just reading a little something. Him just has a little piece of paper. He's looking over a script. He's looking at something very interesting. I was like this. No, that would not make sense. I'm trying to remember how you hold a piece of paper. He's just looking at something real interesting. Okay, I might change the expression a little bit with the direction this is going. Yeah, okay, hang on. I'm gonna change his expression a little bit. He's gonna look a little less angry. Not by much. We're just gonna like. There we go. He looks a little high, but that's okay. I would be too. There we go. Look at him. He got in touch with so many drugs. His blood is. I was gonna make a joke about his blood being more drugs than blood, but then I was like, I'm gonna have to say a specific drug in order for that to be funny, and I don't know what I can say here. Make the eyes look more down. Fair? Let me see about that. Actually, I might. Yeah, there we go. Look at him. Okay, now that looks. Look at him. A little uneven, but he's got the spirit. There we go. It's gonna be a little more off. That's fine. Look at him. Actually, no. Look at him, perfect. Just raise this up a little bit. Sometimes I think I'm really funny, and then I'm like, do I have to? Can I even say this? How hard would the internet kill me if I said this right now? And then you just have to cancel the joke. You just gotta keep it to your head. But what you don't have to keep to your head is the little goober. Little goober. Kind of have him holding it around here. Kind of have him like right here. I think that works. He's kind of holding it awkwardly. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. We kind of have to change this one up. There we go. Extend his hand a little bit. Just so you know he's holding it. No. No. Perfect. Look at him. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like change this up a little bit. Here, we're gonna no. There we go. Move that. Right there. Perfect. Look at his little hands. Little hands holding a little paper. We just kind of. And we can. Let me see what looks good. The real trick to art is that I don't know what I'm doing, but if it looks good, I keep it. Go to 51. You go to 50. Please, there we go. See, I'm just like. There we are. Look at that. Why do you redraw the line so much? Because I'm just a silly little guy. Does this look good? Because I like my line art to look perfect. Or okay, I don't like my line art to look perfect, but I like it to make sure it looks good. Sometimes you just gotta redraw the line like 50 times before it looks good. There we go, perfect. And then we can, wrong there. Can kind of get rid of this little shoulder right here because we can move it forward. And have it like this. So like multiple times the line looked good and then you redrew it. That's what I think when I'm watching other artists draw too. I'm like, that looked fine, why'd you redo it? It's you know, regular normal artist things when you're like more critical of your stuff. What did you not do a sketch and then like, this is the sketch. I just like my sketch to look good. Not okay. I don't mind if it looks a little shit. But I gotta know what to base it off, what to base the line art off of. like, hang on. I can, like, show you this. Just, I like doing sketches more than I do line art, because with line art, you gotta be precise about it. And like, because you have to be really precise about it, sometimes it just doesn't work out in your favor, and that's okay. But also it's not, so I just like my little sketches because they can be a little messy. Like, this dude's a little messy, but look at him. He's a little messy. You could use some cleanup, like, around these spots, but it's like a sketch, so it's like, who cares? Why are you making the sketch perfect? Sketches are supposed to be scruffy. That's yeah, they're a little scruffy. Yeah, he's a little messy around here. He could use like a little bit of cleanup, but I'm not going to. Cause it's the sketch. And it's okay if they're a little scruffy. But it's not okay if the line art's a little scruffy, because that's your line art. It doesn't look good that way, but the sketch does for some reason. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know why the sketch looks... But the sketch, it's fine if it looks a little scruffy, but the line art, it's like, it's gotta be perfect. Don't know what that is about. Clean up the sketch and make that the line art. I don't like clean up. Also, my sketch, for my sketches, well, one, I use a totally different color. I could easily undo that, but that's not the point. Two, I use a size 10 for my sketches, and I use a size 5 for my line art. Like, you can see the lines are happier, I don't know why I said that. The lines are, like, thicker here than they are here. Because I think the 0.5 does good for, like, little details and stuff, but when you're doing a sketch, you don't need the details to be clear. You just need them to be there so that you can come in with the line art and make them more clear. Something like that. Whatever, I'm a terrible teacher, don't worry about it. I don't like explaining things. But you see what I'm getting at. You see what I'm getting at. So then, fair enough. See, you get it. My way of art. The thing about me is that I hate tutorials. I hate having to. I like the chunkier line art though, if it fits with the stuff. That is true, and that's fair. That's probably why I like my sketches more. But I have to come clean to the art community. I just realized I only have one viewer, but that's fine. I'm gonna come clean in the art community. I hate tutorials, and I hate having to follow certain steps, and I also hate learning things. Okay, I can phrase that better. I hate... I don't know how to phrase it. I don't know how else to phrase it. I like learning things. But I hate it when I have to learn things in order to do the things I already want to know how to do. Like, just on my own, if that makes any sense. Like in a classroom setting, I'm fine. Is it like a sketch? That's why I changed them. Oh my god, because they need to be clean. These are my little sprite sheets. I'm making a video and I have to have little sprite sheets. I can't just have Sketch Charlie on my video. But I'm self-taught in a lot of art areas because I work best in a classroom setting, and I didn't get into an art classroom until like middle school. And then it sucked because they just wanted me to do realism, and I was like, can I at least learn a little bit of cartoon? And they were like, no. Well, most of my art teachers were like that. Also, I get the tutorials are boring, I prefer experiment. See, yes! See? I love my trial and error. I like it when I go into doing something not knowing how to do it and then come out having not looked up a damn thing and being like, I did it. I did it, me. Me, I did it, me. You can make your art style more scruffy. That's another point. You see, my desire to not look up a tutorial is on the same level as my desire to make things look perfect. I don't want to say perfect because I'm also very lenient with myself, but I also know there are some areas where I'm like, So there's just things I have to do. But anyway, in a lot of cases, like I'm self-taught on art stuff because I have not been taught in the way that I usually go with. It's either, okay, there's two ways that I learn. It's either in a classroom setting with a teacher, or I do it on my own and I figure shit out. I cannot do like YouTube tutorial-esque stuff. I can probably still learn it that way. It's just I hate doing it that way, so I put it off, so I don't doing it. This should make you realize that watching your art process is pain for me. Okay, buddy. Okay. You know what? Fair enough. But like I was saying, I'm self-taught in a lot of art processes. Oopsies. I'm self-taught in a lot of art processes. So sometimes my way of art is clunky and silly and stupid, but it works out in the end. It works out eventually. And that's what matters. That's what matters. Speaking of it working out eventually. Oh, yeah, see, you get it. Speaking of it working out eventually, here's one of my strats. And you hit layer, select layer from opacity. And then when we have that selected, we can get rid of that. And then we go. Actually, hang on, I don't want to do that one. Hang on. Deselect. We're going to do this one because the mouth is easier to erase. Select layer opacity. And then fair. I mean, if it works, then it works, I guess. Yes, see. Then we select all of that. And then we come over to this layer right here. And then we fill in. First we go 500 and then we fill it all in. And then we just we go back to like 5. Then we erase what we want. And get rid of this part right here. There we go. We can erase this part right here. We can get rid of it. A little smaller for this. Gonna erase his little mouth. His eyebrow up here. That's gone. Then we get in real close and then we can. Oh, almost forgot. Turn that off. Fancy. See, this is high tech. I learned this. See, I never looked up a tutorial for Fire Alpaca. I lie. I lie. I did look up a tutorial for Fire Alpaca, but only for like the basic stuff. And also, most of Fire Alpaca is formatted like Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop. And that's great because in my second to last year of high school, I went to a computer class and they taught Adobe Photoshop. And the second year they were going to teach like Illustrate and some other like editing programs, but I hated the teacher, so I didn't go the second year. But I learned Photoshop, which is great, because that means I basically knew what all of these did before I got Fire Alpaca. Anyway, we can deselect all that, and then we can oh, turn that on 10. Also, quick go-to strat. If you have, off the top of my head, I'm so tempted to try and stream our art process. Totally should. That's good, yay. You totally should. This wasn't really meant to be an art stream, this was meant to be a testing out OBS stream. But then I was like, I can use this time to do art and test OBS. And so now I'm testing OBS. Does it look? No, he looks a bit side-eyed. Transferable skills for the win. See, that's exactly why I went. That's exactly why I went. And if I'd have liked the teacher, I would have gone back. But the description for the class, they sent us like these little pamphlets, and the description for the class was like, you'll be learning Photoshop and Illustrate and like a bunch of other stuff. And the first year we only went over Photoshop, so it kind of made me a little mad. And then you know, I hated the teacher, so I didn't go back. I think I'll try to stream. Ask Kwai for help. Yeah, fair enough. Kwai definitely knows more about this. I was thinking about going live on Twitch, and then I was like, wait, nobody fucking knows me on Twitch. I'm gonna get 0 viewers. I mean, on here I got 3, so I don't know how I'd fare on Twitch. I probably could. I could do, like, cross-platforming, but also, probably couldn't. Does he still look cockeyed? No, he looks fine. Yeah, next time I do one of these, I'm gonna, like, try and stream on Twitch and see where that gets me. Just to see if it'll be any good. Because Twitch is a streaming platform, so, you know, it'll be better. I just didn't think, I was like, nobody knows me on Twitch. But I have, like, 84 YouTube subscribers, so I'll probably get, like, a little more traction, at least. And I had, like, 3 viewers at the start, so I don't know how well that'll do. But if I just start streaming and then put it in the animation category on Twitch, it might do a little better. Twitch streams are probably very different to YouTube streams. That's true. I'd also have to connect OBS to my Twitch account. That's not that hard. It wasn't that hard to do it on my... For my YouTube, it'll probably be fine. Speaking of that, I also did not do a tutorial for OBS. I just went in and I looked at the basic directions and I was like, okay, cool. And it works. So it's fine. Hey, first try line, let's go. Sometimes you just get lucky. Sometimes you just get lucky. Does it look any good? Oh, look at him. Look at him, precious boy. Twitch is scary. What do you mean Twitch is... Sorry, voice track. What do you mean Twitch is scary? Twitch is fine, I'm sure. Twitch won't bite. Twitch is like my dog. You walk up and be like, it don't bite. Nah, it don't bite. And I've never streamed on Twitch, I couldn't tell you. I have friends who've streamed on Twitch. I have a singular friend who constantly streams on Twitch. That's it. That's all I know about Twitch. It's too much. Is it like a bunch of settings and stuff? I guess it's like really well optimized. Very overwhelming. Yeah. If it's like really well optimized for someone who's like, for like advanced people, like advanced streamers, yeah, I get that. What do you mean, oh? I've never looked at like the Twitch settings. I'm just assuming here because Twitch is a streaming platform, so of course it would have like a bunch of settings. I'd assume it would have like a bunch of settings for like maximizing your stream quality. That would probably be a lot. I hate programs that are like overcomplicated because I like at that point you gotta look up a tutorial or else you don't know what you're doing. And I hate tutorials as we have established. I cannot stand them. It's like so much to learn at one time. It's like I can't improvise this. I'd have to look up a tutorial. I don't want to look up a tutorial. Don't make me look up the tutorial. Okay, no, that's not working. There we go. It's like I figured out Fire Alpaca pretty quick because it was basically Photoshop with like artistic steps, and you know I can do that. But for Twitch, for Twitch.tv, it might be a little more because it's like made for streaming. YouTube was not made for streaming. It's made for videos. It's heavily optimized for videos, but like videos don't take much optimization, so it's like it's fine. I learned YouTube on my own. I didn't need none of those YouTube studio tutorials. Fuck them YouTube studio tutorials. Me and my homies hate the YouTube studio tutorials. But no, I'd imagine streams would need like a lot more because they're live, right? They're going on like as you're doing it. So it's like you can't be like, oh, this is an afterthought. You can't like, you have to do it like now while you're streaming. So it's probably like a little too much at one time. I get that. I think tutorials are good, but it depends on the tutorial. Heavily, probably. I think some tutorials are good and others suck. I think if you learn by tutorial, that's fine. And I guess like, you know, different tutorials for different people. It just depends on who you are, because of course it does, always does. But just I could not stand tutorials for the life of me. Unless it's a tutorial for something completely useless that I'm never gonna do in my life. Because I could not tell you how many like tech tip tutorials I've seen or I've watched, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna remember this in like 2 seconds, but I'm gonna watch it anyway because I think it's fun. It's fun in the moment. It's kind of like I'm not good at Minecraft Redstone, but will I watch Tango Tech? Will I watch Etho? Absolutely. Absolutely. I will not understand a word they are saying, but I'll watch them. I'll watch them. I don't know a damn thing about Redstone. Could not tell you. That is the technical side. You never know when it can be useful, though. Real. That is so real and true. You just never know. You just never know. And then sometimes you learn stuff that like the advanced people don't know, but you don't even know the basic stuff. So it's like there's no use for this knowledge. But if you walked up to an expert with that kind of knowledge, they'd like look at you funny. I'd be like, how many? No. There'd be like some stupid trivia show, and I'd be like, how many? They'd be like, how many? I totally forgot what I was gonna say. I looked over at chat and I totally forgot what I was gonna say. I'm mad. I'm probably really excited for the wildlife episode. Yes! Dude, figuring out the QuizBot episode was like, the quizzes were made by like some of the fans. That was so cool. That genius on Green's. I don't know who suggested it, but I'm assuming it was just Green's idea because like Third Life it's like his brainchild. But that was could not have made a better decision in that moment than to have like Third Life fans make the quiz. That is so cool. excited. I'm excited. Even though I'm 90% sure that Quizbot best wild card real. It's between Quizbot and the snails, actually, for me. The Quizbot and the snails. Because I love the snails. I will not hear any other opinion. Whoops. Whoopsies, I just gave mine. You're welcome. So I like the snails. Mostly because I could not get enough of the pun names. I hope next wildcard is good and not snail. Oh, wow. Okay, alright. Get out! Get out of my stream. No, I'm kidding. Don't leave my stream. The snails, I'm gonna be real honest. I like the snails as a concept. It was probably just ruined by the fact that one of the point of views I watched is Skizzleman, and he sucks. Absolute dog shit at being aware of his surroundings. Of course you'd like pun. Okay. I'm not gonna deny it. I like the pun names. What about it? I like the pun names. They were funny. But yeah, no. Watching Martin was like... watching Martin was anxiety-inducing. Because he was like... He was aware of his snail, but he kept getting close to it anyway. Or he'd notice it at like the last moment. If he even noticed it. He died like twice, I think. Or 3 times, I don't remember how many. But no, Martin kept dying. And then I went watch Skiz's point of view. Skiz is the most unaware motherfucker I have ever seen. Until he does not need to be. He's aware. He's so aware, unawarely aware. Does that make any sense? No. Did he have a death wish? Apparently, several times that session. Okay, I have to undo all this because the paper looks like ass and I'm just realizing it. And he got close to the snails. He wouldn't get close to the snails on purpose, but he'd be so unaware of where his snail was until it wasn't anywhere near him, and then he'd suddenly be like, where's my snail? Where's my snail? And then his snail would appear and he'd be like, oh my god, it's right there. And then he'd like do something about it, but it wouldn't be that great. He'd like move like 5 blocks back and the snail would be still right there. With Martin, actually. With Martin, he was aware of the snail, but while he was talking to people, instead of like moving a little more away, he would stay close to his snail in the area. He'd stay in the general vicinity and keep talking as if there wasn't a snail like 5 blocks away from him. And he'd keep doing that, and I'd be like, bro, move, run, get out, get out. Skiz was a different story. Because he'd be aware of his snail at the worst possible moment. And so he'd let it get close to him, and then it would, like, either almost kill him or it would kill him. He'd either, like, not be close enough to know where it was, and then constantly be like, where's my snail, where's my snail, where's my snail? And then when his snail shows up, he'd be uncomfortably close to it. It was so anxiety-inducing. I'd be like, Skiz, move, get out. What are you doing? Get out. And he wouldn't. And then there was the moment when Green gave him a bunch of cobwebs. Green and Mumbo gave him a bunch of cobwebs that they risked their lives for in a mine, by the way. And they were like, okay, Skiz, okay, take these cobwebs, and when people's snails get close enough, put them in the cobweb. And Skiz is like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. They go to do it. He doesn't wait for the snails to get close. He just immediately cobwebs them. And the snails are nowhere to be found. So they just break out of the cobwebs and leave. And I was like, bro, on God, you've gotta be the silliest Okay, Skizzleman MC is not exactly known for being good at the game he plays, but for God's sake, he can... It's awful. It's so terrible. I love watching the man, but my God, it was terrible. And then like after that, Grian's like, of course, mad at him because he and Mumbo risked their lives getting those cobwebs, and Skiz just wasted them immediately. And he's like, why didn't you let the snail get close enough? And Skiz is like, nobody lets their snail get that close. And Grian goes, yes, of course they do. You do several times today. And I was like, oh my fucking God. The boys are fighting. No, it was a fun episode. I just cannot, for the life of me. I feel like as soon as I'd get to like Scar's point of view or something, I would like hate it. Because if I think Skiz's point of view is bad, good lord, Scar and Jimmy's point of views, I couldn't imagine what they were doing with their snail. I could imagine Jimmy was like playing chicken with it or something. I've yet to watch their point of views, but I can imagine it. Also, that was 2 out of the 3 point of views. I liked Scott's point of view because, you know, he's good at the game. So he, like, you know, he'd see a snail and he'd keep his distance, or he'd, like, go somewhere else. And he'd be like, hey, team, my snail's right here, and they'd move out. You know, they'd be, like, good at the game. And he didn't die at all to a snail, so nobody knew what his snail's name was for, like, the longest time. I think it was, like... I just watched one of the point of views that survived. Yeah. Like, I feel like watching Cleo's point of view would be nice. Just anyone who is halfway decent at the fucking game would be fun to watch, but everyone else, dog shit. I like watching my silly Minecraft YouTubers, but sometimes you just have to be halfway decent at the game you're playing, and they're not that. Yeah, I know MC Skizzleman isn't exactly good and known for being good at Minecraft, but, you know, when you see Snail, and you know touch Snail equals die, in a series where the goal is to not die, you'd think he'd walk away from the snail. You'd think he'd move. But no, he doesn't. He moves 5 blocks away and then waits 15 seconds. Also, the snail designs were very cute. I'm not gonna lie about that either. I like the snail puns and I like the snail designs. The first time I saw Scott's snail, I actually like squealed. I think my family heard me. They didn't say it, but I'm pretty sure they heard me because I noticed the little rainbow stripe on his back and I was like, oh my God! Oh, it has a little rainbow stripe. He's got a little rainbow. Look at the snails took brain cells when they arrived. Yeah. There's only like so many times where I could be like, okay, that's understandable that you didn't see your snail, or that you didn't know, like, the death in the beginning. I didn't watch Big B's point of view, but I feel like if I did, he died like 5 seconds in. Because it's the only explanation. Yeah. well, it's not the only explanation. It's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. But it also just, it falls apart when they're always like that. It's just that when it's a moment where you need to be hyper aware, and they're already bad at being semi-aware, so it's just anxiety inducing. It's like, wow, you don't know how to, it's like you don't know how to play the game. Just learn to play the game. The only game that you play. Are you bad at this? It's the one. It's your job. It's your job, and you're so bad at it. But I can't say much. Saw a clip of Bigby's point of view was edited like a horror movie. It's like the beginning kill or the whole video? Or like at least that one clip that you saw? What clip was it? For the death, okay, yeah, I get it now. Yeah, I feel like, at least for the first one, I could get that, because the snails were just introduced, and they look all cute. I could understand, like, if I saw my snail and I didn't know that if it touched me, it killed me, I'd be like, oh, what a cutie pie. Oh, he's following me around. I'd be like that. I'd understand that. But you think after the, like, fourth time you see a death message and it's killed by a snail pun name, you'd start to notice the pattern, and you'd be like, oh yeah, they're killing people. The snails are deadly. You might not want to touch them. And you also maybe might want to keep your distance from them. Another thing about Martin's point of view is that he joined in on a lot of the, like, experiments to see, like, whether they would die or not. Or, like, how to stop the snails. And at one point, he was at his and Ren's base, right? And their snails were right there. It was another moment where their snails were like 5 blocks away from the max at all times because they were staying in their goddamn base. And that was already pissing me off. I was like, bro, move. Get out of there. Don't stay in your base. The snails are in your base. Stop moving around in a circle. Just go somewhere else for like 5 minutes and then come back. That's all you have to do. Stop staying 5 blocks max away from the fucking snails. Pose episode 3 is literally called, if not friend, why friendship? And I think that explains how everyone viewed the snails. That is so true, actually. That's so true. But no. They're at their base, and they're like 5 blocks away max from their snails, and they just keep running in circles. And I kid you not, I kid you the fuck not, Martin goes behind his chests to get away from the snail, and so the snail gets angry and breaks the block, breaks the chest, and lunges at Martin and kills him. And it's like, buddy boy. And I'm like, I can't remember whether this was earlier or later in the episode, but they literally figured out at some point that the snails break blocks to get to you, and you cannot stop them. If they're 3 blocks away from you, they will just lunge at you. They will just do that. Don't get within 3 blocks. And then bro goes behind a chest as if it's gonna save him. Oh my god is right. It's like, bro, no one's gonna save you. And then they had to, clean up the mess. Well, one, he had to run again because the chests were right next to his respawn point, his bed, so he had to run again. But also, it broke the chest, and the chest was full of stuff, so they had to, fix it up while running from their snails because they refuse to go anywhere else for 5 fucking minutes to get the snails off their tail for long enough to stay at their houses. Snails OP. Yeah, it has to be. You can't trap the immortal snail. It will get to you eventually. It will catch you eventually. But I swear, you can literally move like 100 or so blocks across the map, and you've just bought yourself like 5 minutes. You do not have to be within 3 blocks of your snail at all times. That's so anxiety-inducing. I could not do that while holding a conversation. I could barely listen to the conversations they were having while they were doing that, because they kept getting close to the snails, and I would be like, no, bro, go away, for fuck's sake, run. I'd be great at Third Life. Pearl managed to build while being chased by her snail. I couldn't. I'd see that thing and I'd be like, it would start flying. That thing's gonna start flying. And what do you know? They fly. They fly and they have little parachutes. You can't build away from them. You know, funnily enough, one of Skiz's deaths was because he built a box around his snail and thought that would do it in, and then you hear or whatever noise the snails made. And then it broke through the blocks, jumped at him, and killed him. To be fair about that one I know was before they figured out that the snails could break blocks. So it was like early on in the game, and they were trying to like figure out a way to cheese the snail. So I can kind of understand it. But also, he just built a box around it and then stayed like right up next to the box. Like, to get close enough to build the box in the first place was not doing it. But then it just like, I don't even think he finished the box. I think he built like 3 walls and then he went around to one side, and then the snail got pissed and broke the blocks. But like that one I can kind of understand because it was before they learned. And they learned the hard way, but you know, at least they learned. Bloody Hill's right. Some people and their snails. Some people and their snails. Alright. Alright, chat, we ready to color. I say chat, there's only you, V, you're the only one here. But hooray, hooray. Oh, also, I said at the beginning of the stream, but you weren't here. I'm finally trying the pillow behind my back hat on my chair to see if it helps. It kinda is. It's been like 2 hours. Almost 2 hours. A little less than 2 hours. And you know what? Minimal. It's minimal. I could probably go for like another couple hours before it gets bad. 3 is right. Anyways, I was ranting about the snails for so long, I've not been paying attention to art. So we're gonna do art stuff now. And I can put my pen up for this because it's just coloring. Yippee! Yippee is so right. But no, I think I'd be good at Third Life. Or Wildlife, I'd be good with the snails. Would I like it? No. There's not a world where I think I would enjoy being chased by a snail. I'd like to know what my snail would look like. That'd be cute, I think. I want to know what my snail would look like. We need our snail names now. We need Snailsonas. Totally forgot to see ones. There we go. Now I'm like I genuinely want to draw Snail Charlie. I'm gonna finish up this sprite, and I'm gonna draw Snail Charlie. I think that'd be cute. I would immediately lose all my life. Yeah, of course you would. Of course. Not a doubt. I'm being so mean. I'm not trying to be mean. That being said, I have no doubt in the world that you would. There's nothing wrong with being bad at Minecraft, except when it's the only game we play. No, I'm being mean. draw some nail, yay. Perfect, alright, cool. Then we boop boop, and then we mean, of course you. Same vibes, like, ban everyone who said of course. Ban everyone who said of course. Zero opacity. Go a little bigger on these. Boop boop boop. Perfect. Perfect, alright. Just, you know, of course you would. That. Alright, and there he is. Here's little boy. Perfect, perfect. This is my little guy. Reminds me of joining an Orange server, and on my first time playing, I died 15 times. Because half of those were not my fault. Okay. I blame Kawaii. Of course you would. Of course you would. Quickly fill that in. Oh, I'm still on the airbrush tool. That's why it looked like that. Little guy, yay! Little guy. I gotta make sure I fill in like all the eyes because it needs to be a transparent PNG. Little guy. Perfect. Look at him. Sure, Kawaii killed. Okay, yeah. Kawaii just loves murdering people. I don't know what that's about. But anyway. And just to make sure. Perfect. Alright, cool. I'm just saving it real quick. Also said Ordnance Server was the reason I was late to stream by an hour. Oh, okay, I see. Alright. So we done with sprites. You know what, getting 2 done? It's a lot for me, so that's more than usual. I'm gonna save this real quick. So I can have all these. Alright. Close that. Why not? Let's draw Snail, Charlie. I'm gonna do YouTube resolution, why not? Oh, here's a chance to show off my creative process. Yippee, hooray! Creative processes. So what we're gonna do here, first of all, I'm just gonna draw a snail. Just make a little guy. Is that origin server thing on disk? Like the world download, or just like snail? Or just like a screenshot of like some adventures. Just gonna draw a little snail. He's just gonna have little stick eyes. There we go. Look, little snail. And now that we have little snail, we can add some Charlie details. Some of the snails had hair. I didn't really like that. Not a big fan of the ones with hair. I like my character. Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. My bad. Nah, it's fine. What we can do though is give him his little shirt. Oh, and then we can like we can put the nether star on his shell. Wait, we can hang on. Should I put Oh wait, my dumbass totally forgot about his bandana. How the hell I forget about, like, the most crucial part of Charlie's design? I'm silly. I'm just a little silly. I'm just a little goober. Yay! Just gonna give him his little... Here we go, look at him. You only don't like the hair because your character's hair would look bad on the snail. Oh, it would not. It would not. Well, okay, to be fair, my character's hair is copy-pasted from Scott's Major's skin, and his snail did not have his hair, despite how absolutely iconic his hair is. So, you're probably right. You're probably right about that. Yeah, like the little bandana thingies going like around the shell. We can make like... It would. Okay, if we give him like a little... If we give him like a little tail, he gets like... Okay, what if I... Okay, get rid of like the little snail tail. And he got like... Got like a little foxtail, but it's still like on the floor. He's got a little foxtail. Ain't he cute? Oh wait, he got like... The foxtail coming off of like his little snail tail. Design Snailsona. Design Snailsona. Where should I put the nether star? Like, I don't want to put it like right here because it'll kind of clutter funk up right there. There's a lot going on right there. Can fix that real quick. There we go, perfect. So just like, you just put it on like the side of his shell. It's like a little pattern. Yeah, look at that. Look at it. Okay, it's a little unsymmetrical. Just gonna... There we go. Look, he's got a little star design on his shell. Shell doodlet. Yay! He's got a little star design on his shell. He's got a little nether star on his shell. Oh wait, what if it went like... Look at that! The little spiral of his shell starts in the middle of the nether star and then it goes all the way around. I love him. You give him like a little... Because some of them had like little mouths. He had like a little mouth. Look at him. Look at how cute he is. I'm gonna make his eyes a little bigger. There we are. Look at him. Give him a little... Nah. Not one of those. Give him like a little... Just a little hair. Just a little some. Man. Steal! No! Keep stealing my children. Can't have them, they're mine. Look at him. Look at this little dude. Yeah, like... No. Keep wanting to add extra stuff and then I'm like, it's not really... That wouldn't really fit him. It's not on my skin. Look at little dude. The little hair, yeah, see, it would look good. Just not the whole hair. Do like a little on the... Have like a little on the back. Nah, you can have a little on the back. It's so funny to do. No, it's not. You're my babies. Referring to the snails. It's my babies. You know, it may be funny to nick them, but it's even funnier to nickname them. Actually, mine wouldn't even be that hard. You know what it would be? Hang on. It would just be this. Hang on. Put it to 30. here's K the Snail 01. Little boy, my little boy. K the Snail. Quick signature that bitch. He's adorable. Look at him. I wouldn't mind getting chased down by him. He's too cute to worry about. Just look at his little face. Look at his little face and tell me he does harm. I move the mouth up a little bit. Let me see if that works. Look. It could either be K the Snail because that's my Minecraft username, or if we want to do my YouTube handle, we could also do K the Snail. We got two options. I like K the Snail. I like K the Snail better, but this is also just an option. He does tons of harm because he is your snail. You know, if he, yeah, you'd be right. Actually, no, because he'd only want to do harm to me, and I'm just too good at the game. K is a snail. K is a snail. He's a snail. That makes him look like he has whiskers. I don't mind that. There we go. There we go. Look at him. And then we can't forget. Hang on. Can't forget. Snail trail. You would die instantly. No, I would not. I know the dangers of snail. Okay, hang on. I don't know this intro. Hang on. There we go. Look. He's just a slimy boy. I would not die instantly from him. I think I'd do what Gem did and just like treat him as like a son. This is my boy. He's gonna learn to build. Oh wait. What if just what if? It's like he has a little axe. If he has a weapon, he just has a little weapon. Would. I would not. He has a weapon now. Okay, now I would die from this. I would die if he had a weapon. which he does now because since he has a netherite axe, I would instantly die. Also gonna add like the little ribbon on it. There we go, look at him. Oh, an axe, because that's what I use. That's my favorite weapon in PvP, and so he must learn to wield one as well. Oh wait, I just thought of something really cute. Wait, hang on. I gotta figure out how to do this. Okay, wait, I gotta select all these layers and just like quickly. I don't know why the text didn't move. Hang on, everyone. Hang on, I'm getting the hang of this. Okay. I'm figuring it out, chat. I'm figuring it out. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna delete that real quick. We're gonna keep K this now. What we're going to do is move him. I'm gonna move him up here. Take that, move that up here. And we're also gonna fix that real quick. There we are, perfect. Can even like, there we go. And then down here. This is where it gets good, chat. This is where it gets good. Hang on. I should make another layer for this. How did I do it the first time? You should absolutely sleep, but also hang on. Just really quickly, if I could get this right. Seriously, how did I do it the first time? Okay, you know what? Good enough. We'll keep it at that. No, it's not. There we go. Or just really quickly. We're gonna have the most adorable idea I've ever had in a very long time. What is that creature? You'll find out. All will be revealed in just a moment as soon as I am done with him. As soon as I can be done with him. I'm trying to make sure I didn't forget anything. Nope. There we go. So we go on to the 50% layer. Back stripe right here. And then we're gonna, his eyes up here, we're gonna have to do this. And I guess he also doesn't have front limbs, so we're also gonna have to do this for his paw. Look! It's Gumbo Snail. Looks like an alien. You look like an alien. No, I'm kidding. No, it's Gumbo Snail. In a good way. Oh, okay. Never mind. It's Gumbo Snail. Because Gumbo follows Charlie in every universe, even the one where they are all snails. Wonder if I should give him like little feet. No, he's gonna stay snail. We gotta stay snail. I totally forgot about his collar. I totally forgot about his collar. Hang on. There we go. Now he's perfect, and I don't have to worry about the paw thing anymore because it just completely covers it up. It's Gumbo. They go together in every universe. Absolutely adorable. I don't know what I'd call him though. I can't think of any good snail puns with Gumbo. Just gastropod. His name's just gastro. Is there a type of... wait. I was gonna say escargot, but is there like a type of snail soup? Hang on. I gotta look this up. It's just called escargot soup. It doesn't have like a cool name. I don't want to just call him escargot. It's not to be confused with escargot, scar snail. No, this is just Gumbo. They're like any good snail recipes? Is there anything I can get a name from? Snailbo. Is there like no other... Okay, alright, never mind. There's a Reddit question for this with 10 plus comments. There's gotta be something good. No, they all have like snail or escargot in the name. Wait, hang on. Skungili salad? What the fuck is a skungili salad? Skungili, what is a skungili? Hang on. Okay, I spelled it wrong. Close enough of that. It's a conch. It's a conch. It's just another type of seafood. No, I need snail. A local dish from Guangzhou. Sophia. Oh wait, hang on. I think I got something. I think the Reddit post had something. Hang on. Search. Okay, no, that's just a noodle soup. That has nothing to do with snails. Why did this person even mention it? Snail rice noodle. No, it has nothing to do with snails. All of the snail food is just escargot, and that would work if we didn't already have an escargot. Bro. Wait, is there any French snail? We can just accept that there will be no good name for snail gumbo. No. This is my naming process. We're gonna figure it out. You see, when I don't know what to call it, I resort to different languages. Most of the time, I resort to French. And I have figured it out. We're just gonna find out what snail is in French. Easy. I just pull up my dictionary. Snail. Snail is just snail in French. Wait, hang on. I thought I was stupid, and then I thought I was smart, and then I thought I was even more stupid. Escargot is French for snail. Escargot is the French word for snail. It's also 11 o'clock for me. Go eat now. Okay, yeah, sorry. I took up way too much time than was allotted. Go bed. I'm probably gonna end stream soon anyway, because I am also tired and I have work at 9. But not before I make a good gumbo name for snail. But I will send this to the group chat later. Good night. Please go to bed. Go EP, go honk shoe, go me. Me. Bye. We'll see you some other time. What if I do like slut or shell? We could do like shell in French. Cookie. Do gumstrap on it. No, not gumstrap. Just do gumstrapod. I really sad that escargot was already taken. It's perfect. Alright, we're gonna do gumstrapod. Yep, gumstrapod. Look at him. Beautiful. They are absolutely perfect. I'm not taking any criticism on them. And he will also have his snow shoe. I colored it immediately. I don't feel like turning up the thingamabobber. There we go. Look at this boy. What a perfect little. Look at them. Look at them. I'm saving these guys. You're gonna see them. Alright. First ever stream, not too bad. Been going. I don't know how long I've been going for. I don't know how to check that. But, you know, we've been going. We've been going. Alright. Stream went well. Stream went good. Oh, wait, I actually can't see. 2 hours. 2.5 hours. Longer than I thought I would go on for, so that's good. It's cool. Now we have Snailsonas. Right, cool. Great work, guys. Great work. That'll be all. That'll be it from me. Next stream probably be a little more professional. We're gonna have everything under control. But you know, we did good. We did good. To my singular person that is still here somehow. Yeah, that'll be it. We'll be closing stream, wrapping it up. I will learn a little bit more about how OBS works, and then we'll get on that front. Be a lot better. Next stream's gonna be a lot better. Yeah, that's what we aim for. That's what we aim for. This. I want to say on this channel. It feels kind of weird to say that. Yeah, that'll be it. Alright. We out. We out. Hang on. I'm just gonna edit this one last time. Bit of a thunderstorm outside.